Most people look at the Apple TV 4K and see a simple black box that costs way too much money, especially when you compare it to a $20 Fire Stick or a Roku that essentially does the same thing. But if that is your mindset, you're making a massive mistake and missing out on what is arguably the most powerful piece of technology in your entire home. To understand why this device has a cult-like following in the United States and why it is secretly the brain of the modern smart home, we have to peel back the layers and look at what Apple isn't telling you on the marketing page. Because the Apple TV 4K isn't just a streaming player, it is a Trojan horse for a computing revolution that is happening right under our noses. When you first unbox this unit, you notice the weight and the premium build quality, but the real magic is hidden inside with the A15 Bionic chip, the same silicon that powered the iPhone 13 lineup, which sounds like absolute overkill for watching movies. But that excess power is exactly why this device will outlast every other piece of tech you own. While smart TVs from Samsung or LG start to lag, stutter, and display ads in their interface after just 2 years, the Apple TV 4K remains buttery, smooth 5 or 6 years down the line. And that longevity is the first secret to why the initial price tag is actually a bargain. But let's talk about the visual experience, because this is where the controversy usually begins for audiophiles and videophiles. Many claim that the Nvidia Shield Pro is the king of streaming, but the Apple TV 4K has quietly overtaken it in areas that matter to the average user and the enthusiast alike. We're talking about the implementation of Dolby Vision and HDR10+, which is handled differently here than on any other device. The color calibration feature alone, which utilizes your iPhone's Face ID sensors to calibrate your television's color balance perfectly, is a feature that professional calibrators use to charge hundreds of dollars for. And now you can do it in 30 seconds for free. This integration is what we call the walled garden effect. And while people love to hate on Apple's closed ecosystem, the fluidity between an iPhone, AirPods, and the Apple TV is undeniably superior to anything Google or Amazon has managed to build. Imagine it is late at night, everyone in your house is asleep, and you want to watch an action movie at full volume. With a single tap, the audio shifts to your AirPods Pro with spatial audio and dynamic head tracking, creating a private surround sound system that is terrifyingly realistic. This isn't just a gimmick. It completely changes how you consume content in a busy household. However, the real reason you should be paying attention to the Apple TV 4K right now is the massive shift coming with the latest tvOS updates and the rumors surrounding the next generation. We are seeing a pivot where Apple is turning this box into a legitimate gaming console. No, it is not going to replace your PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X anytime soon. But with the support for almost every third-party controller on the market and the inclusion of Apple Arcade, it is capturing the casual market that Nintendo used to dominate. But deeper than gaming is the smart home aspect, specifically with the introduction of Matter and Thread support. The Apple TV 4K acts as a border router for your smart home, meaning your lights, locks, and thermostats connect faster and more reliably without bogging down your Wi-Fi network. This is something the cheaper sticks simply cannot do because they lack the antenna architecture and the processing overhead to manage a complex smart home while simultaneously streaming a 4K HDR movie at 60 frames per second. Let's address the elephant in the room, which is the remote. The previous generations of the Siri remote were a disaster, a fragile piece of glass that everyone hated, but the new aluminum remote is a masterclass in industrial design. The ClickPad is touch-sensitive for scrubbing through video timelines with precision that feels almost telepathic, and the power button actually turns off your entire home theater setup, including the TV and receiver, via HDMI-C, finally eliminating the coffee table clutter of 4 different remotes. But there's a hidden layer of functionality here that most users never touch. We're talking about the VPN support introduced in tvOS 17. For years, you had to do complex router configuration and as to watch geo-block content. But now, you can run a VPN directly on the box, unlocking libraries from the UK, Japan, or anywhere else natively. This single update killed the need for complex workarounds and made the Apple TV the ultimate device for the international content consumer. Now, we need to discuss the FaceTime on the big screen feature, which sounds like a novelty until you actually use it. By using your iPhone as a continuity camera, you can have family video calls on your 65-inch television, and the center stage feature automatically pans and zooms to keep you in the frame as you move around your living room. It feels like science fiction, and it connects families in a way that holding a phone in front of your face never could. This creates a stickiness to the product. Once your family gets used to Sunday night calls on the big screen, you can never go back to a laptop. And we haven't even touched on Apple Fitness Plus, which syncs your Apple Watch metrics to the screen in real time. This turns your living room into a boutique gym. And for the American audience that is obsessed with health and metrics, this integration is a massive selling point that justifies the subscription cost alone. Looking toward the future and the leaks regarding the next generation, there's chatter about a built-in camera and potential soundbar integration, effectively merging the HomePod and the Apple TV into one singular entertainment hub. This suggests that Apple sees the living room not just as a place to consume content, but as the central command center for your digital life. If you're sitting on the fence, wondering if you should buy the current model or wait, the answer lies in how much you value your time and your frustration levels. The current 4K model is so overpowered that it is essentially future-proof for the next half-decade. When you compare the user interface of tvOS to the ad-ridden, sluggish nightmares that are Fire OS or the native software on smart TVs, the Apple TV feels like a breath of fresh air. There are no banner ads pushing you to buy detergent when you just want to watch HBO. There's just a clean, curated grid of your apps. That respect for the user experience is what you are paying the premium for. You also have to consider the resale value. Try selling a 3-year-old Fire Stick. It is practically e-waste. But an Apple TV holds its value incredibly well, meaning the total cost of ownership over 5 years is actually lower than buying cheap sticks that break or become obsolete every 18 months. It is the classic buy nice or buy twice scenario. Furthermore, the screensavers alone are a topic of fascination. The aerial views are shot with high-end drones and cameras specifically for Apple, and they are so stunning that people leave their TVs on just to watch the slow-motion flyovers of Dubai, London, or the International Space Station. It turns your TV into a moving piece of art, adding an aesthetic value to your room that no other device offers.